a new prospect. But yet we will not blame ourselves. Pastor didn't do something right.
That's right.
Well.
It's got to be the pastor. And you take certain knocks in leadership, but you have to understand that Paul says, for we have this ministry.
We have.
And seeing as we have obtained mercy,
That's right.
we faint not.
I like that.
For we have this ministry. And seeing as we have obtained mercy, we faint not.
Well.
That doesn't sound like the onus is on the pastor.
No.
That sounds like a church that takes ownership of what it does on its own. If we get the people in the church to take ownership of what they do, and especially for what they don't do.
All right now. I heard you.
If we take ownership for what we do, and especially for what we don't do, then we'll be in a position when the church does what God's going to do to say that we all had a part in. See, some folk ain't coming till you get to cathedral.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right now.
That's right.
All right.
You talking about somebody had Bible study in his house for a year.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And some folk ain't coming till you get the building.
That's right.
Because there's folk in the church now that wasn't coming before.
All right now.
But we got a building, so now we got a church. So now folk ain't ashamed to come.
That's right.
It's not about you. He says, for we have this ministry. A new prospect. Let me see the hands of new prospect in here. Let me see all the new prospect. Let me ask y'all something. Who does this belong to? You got to take ownership for what you do. Watch this. The pastor's job is to get up here and minister regardless to how he feels, regardless to what he's going through. Because let me tell you something. God doesn't care what he's going through when he gets up here to minister.
No, he doesn't.
All right now.
That's right.
All right.
Sorry. God doesn't care what he's going through when he gets up here to minister. All he cares about is that he tells you what's right.
That's right.
All right now.
But if we take ownership of the church, then we won't look at the pastor and we'll be able to pray harder for him, because some of us don't even pray for the pastor when we're not here. We say a lot of things about it when we come to the church, but do we pray for him when we're not here? So the Apostle Paul understood, first of all, that I'm bound to this because I know a lot of preachers that have quit along the way. And you know what? Things can get so difficult that you might want to quit. Things can get difficult, you might want to give up. Things can get difficult and you might want to throw in the towel. But if God put you where you are and called you to be what you are, even if you want to quit, you can't. You can't quit because it's not about you. You can't quit because you did not ordain yourself. You can't quit because you did not call yourself. Because if I called myself, I probably would have quit a long time ago. If I called myself, baby, if I had called my own self and elected my own self, I would have said, ain't nowhere in the world I'm going to deal with black folk that's going to treat me like this and do me like this. But the fact of the matter is, I understand that this gospel does not belong to me. I'm simply an ambassador to spread the things out that the Lord has put in me. And how many of you, when you get to the place that you understand that it's not about you, when you get to the place that you understand that this gospel has to go out regardless to how I feel, regardless to how it looks, regardless to how dark it seems, this gospel's got to be spread. And if this gospel's got to be spread, and God happens to have chosen me to be the one to spread this gospel, I can't quit, even though it might hurt me sometimes. I can't quit, even though I might cry sometimes. I can't quit, even though the church folk don't treat me right. I can't quit, even though my salary's not right, because it's not about me, and it's certainly not about you, but it's about him. And Paul said, I'm an ambassador, but instead of the jewelry and instead of the medallions of my ambassadorship, I'm an ambassador in chains. I'm bound up, I'm tied up, I'm messed up, and Caesar might take my life, but I want you to pray for me. But pray that no matter what I'm going through, pray that no matter how dark it gets, pray that no matter what it seems like, I'll still be able to preach this gospel. What is it that gets inside me, that makes me cry when ain't nobody bothering me? What is it that makes me keep going through all the lies and through all the mess and through all the people that tell me I'm